Whittlesea Town Council, in its remit, do many things for our residents. And I'm going to slightly change the question because I'd like to make this point, Matt. You suffered from the effects of COVID.
Yeah.
And memories in politics, even at local, fade away the next day. But our town council, during COVID, worked as a proper team of councillors to support our community. We supported hundreds of people with free food. We supported dozens of people that was isolated and loneliness. I was the chairman of Neighbourhood Watch at the time, and our group, through me, supported 85 elderly, vulnerable, lonely people. And today, we're still supporting 2, okay?
Yep.
So that's one thing. What have the town council delivered? Well, I'm here.
Roy, we're going off a little bit here. You're going into the past. I can understand what you're saying now.
Here now.
But the question was projects or initiatives that are currently being planned.
Right. So we've got our music on the square.
Yep.
You know, that's a big event, one coming next week, okay? We're looking for volunteers and so again, the initiative is Whittlesea Town Council, but there's a lot of volunteers involved in helping to run it. You know yourself, Matt, you've got a lot of volunteers. Project for me, personally, under the Town Council, is what we call the Platinum Wood. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Platinum Wood is down Yarwell's Headlands. I was the initiator in 2022, and to me, it's a lovely little project, 4-acre field that's being developed as a legacy for Whittlesea Town Council for the next 20 years onwards, 100 years, okay? Other projects, well, we've got new play equipment going to happen here in Whittlesea, replacement play equipment. We got a grant of £250,000 from the government. Each market town got £250,000 and the villages got $200,000. And we could bid, each council could bid in what they wanted. In my area, Councillor Mockett actually was the original initiator. We plan to do something at the Church Street, St Andrews field.
Yeah, well done.
Right, so initially we're going to put some play equipment in there, but it's difficult because there's trees in there that have got tree preservation orders on them. So that may not quite come to fruition, but they'll open it up as a little park for people to walk around, exercise their dogs, maybe put some picnic benches in there, you know. My issue with that is, if it's an issue, is accessibility. Don't want kids running out on the main road, do we? You know.
So on that, what are they doing now with Station Road Rec?
Right. I know all the history about Station Road Rec.
Yeah.
We have to be very careful that some councils make promises that they can't fulfil.
So the issue is, if you know what's happening, are they going to get...
Yes, there's some new play equipment going to go. It's planned, I better be careful, it's planned to go in there, okay, but it's going to be put in a different location. It's Station Road Rec, again, took off on trial by social media when it was all taken out. It was vandalised 3 times, big time vandalised, okay, to the tune of £60,000 of your money and my money. And that's why the decision, it wasn't my decision, but the decision from Fan was to take it away. Now, councils now have decided, someone, to put some play, to try and put play equipment back in there again, okay, but in a different location, under some lighting, so, and where it's, the chances of it being vandalised, it's less. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it's a lot less.
Not if it's like that road lighting they've put up along these roads here.
We got, but county council is road lighting, okay, and we can go there forever. But to us, you know, little village. When I was a kid, we had a swing on North Green Coats, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know.
So what I'm saying to you is the way you just said that, and the way it's led to understand that Coates have got 250,000 as well. As East Street.
No.
That's the way it come across.
The villages. That includes.
That includes all the villages.
Yes, all the villages. So
okay.
In our case here, the £250,000 has got to for the villages, but that was for all the villages over Fenland.
250,000.
Yeah, for all the villages. Okay. You're talking dozens of villages. Now Eastridge getting a little bit of village, but I kicked off this week. I got messages from Turves, which is not my area, But you look at Turves and Three Horseshoes, how they've been neglected.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
You know, they've been absolutely neglected for the last 25 years. Now, to be fair, there's a bus service being reinstated. That's one thing. There's the Tiger bus being reinstated. So they're not completely isolated, okay? But the community asset as far as the Three Horseshoes is concerned, gone, finished, disappeared, okay? One other thing that's happening now, this week, is the Skullgate Club, which I'm very heavily involved in and have been since 2016. So last week we heard, and I went to promote it at Fenland District Council, that the Skullgate Club building has become a community asset.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it always has been in my
Okay, which means it can't easily be sold for 6 months. So I've got a meeting next week with the Phoenix Youth Group Organisation and other interested groups. You've got to remember, Matt, that we've got a fantastic food bank here in Woodsea with nowhere to go. That's giving food to people that...
That would suit them ideal.
Yes.
Yeah, and believe it or not, we've got Joe Jennings coming in here next week.
Good.
And Joe is... And he said, people don't use it now like they used to. But the comments I've had come back off of that, right, and I'll be honest with you with the comments. People have said they've gone to the food bank, right, manor. All of a sudden, these are supposed to be on tickets or anything else like that, or so they're allowed to have the food. Get out the car. They've got new lips. They've got nails. They've got Botox, iPhones, and they've got out a good standard car.
Yeah.
Now, there's somebody going to walk up there that really, really, really needs it.
Yep.
And we know that happens.
Yep.
What can we do to stop that?
Well, that's the governance of the Whittlesea Emergency Food Aids issue. You see, I have been on the periphery of it. I've never been involved in it, but I've been on the periphery. From the start, they have not strict rules about who and for how long people can go there.
Yeah.
For example, the Trussell Trust, which runs a lot of food banks throughout the whole country, have strict rules of eligibility and how long you can go there. So after 6 months at the Trussell Trust, they normally, I use the word, signpost you elsewhere to get help, okay? Here in Woodsea, I understand that's not the case. I mean, I know about 4 people only that use the food bank deservedly.
Yep.
I know their circumstances, and they've been there from the very beginning. And I know one gentleman, he goes up there once every 2 weeks, and he comes back, he's very happy. And I'm very pleased, Matt, that he's been looked after, okay?
And that's only 4 people you know.
That's only 4 I know.
Yeah, so there could be a lot more.
Oh, a lot more.
And we both know that people abuse it.
Yes.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, I agree with what your statement was.
Yeah.
There's people there in fairly new cars, nail bar, iPhone, you know, and
new lips. Don't forget the new lips.
And then you see them going having a drink and a bloody meal in one of our restaurants.
Yeah,
okay, I'm not going to say which one, but
no, not unless you're on commission.
No.
All right.
I own a brick.
Yeah. So we're going off of that. So the next question, you've answered 1 or 2 of these as you've been going along. What would you say to the residents who feel disconnected from local government and unsure about how to get involved? Do you think it would do for you to have something at the surgeries when you do these surgeries? Don't ask my local councillor because you've got more chance of being bitten by a daffodil.
Well, he's in Peterborough, isn't he?
Yeah. So to publicise it more.
Right. Disconnected can be detached. Same, almost the same meaning. And that's bad. It's bad for democracy. It's bad for the people. If you feel detached from something, whether it be council, whether it be a job, whether it be leisure, whether it be your family. But again, I go back to, there's a lot of publicity now, and there's a lot of information on social media. I personally don't know. I run a website that's had 10 million hits. Today I looked at my statistics, put my programme on here with you today, and I'd had 2,200 people look at it. Now that's not bad for a small-time town council. So that's my communication.
It's good for a radio station, that's a fact.
But I've been working at this since 2011, you know, it doesn't happen overnight, you know these things. And social media now has a massive role to play in how way people communicate. We all know it. It's the way of the world.
Well, I believe it or not, as much as Nigel has pointed out to me, you need social media. I do find in different things, it's on social media.
Yeah.
You know, and that's leaning more that way now, you know. But, yeah, it's needed up to a point.
I call it anti-social media. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Because I'll give you an analogy about, this is purely my thought. It's like car driving. You can get a perfectly normal person, well-educated, nice job, good family. Put them behind the wheel of a car and they become a demented idiot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You put them on social media and the same thing happens. For some reason, they become a different person. But social media there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quote another councillor here. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm going to go,
Why not? Why not?
Right.
Why not be open?
all right, Councillor Was. Okay? He quoted the other day that he does mobile surgeries. Now, I don't know whether he does or not.
I've never heard of that before.
Neither do I. But my mobile surgery is that I go, when I'm here, I'm not always here, when I'm here, you'll see me out and about on my mobility truck. People, sometimes, mate, it takes me an hour to get from one end of Market Street to the other.
Well, that means you're doing something somewhere.
So
right?
I'm talking to people. That's my mobile surgery. Okay? And I'm out and about. People will see me in the libraries. And I always stop and talk to people, even people I don't know.
Well, no, yeah.
And I always say hello to people. I always greet people.
Just remember that the pound in your pocket is only worth the same as the pound in somebody else's.
But you've got to be accessible. This is I'll go
that's
right
what
back
I'm saying.
to the first
So
question.
there's no
you see.
difference in anybody.
You see, and some councillors are more accessible than others.
Yeah.
And some are not very accessible at all.
But we've gone, twice in a year he might be accessible, but we've gone how people feel disconnected from local government.
Yeah, but there's another answer to
but
that.
we've gone away. We've gone away from the subject. What we're trying to say is, how can you work with other councillors to get people involved? I know you've said earlier on in the interview that people say one thing and then don't want to do the other. But there must be people out there that are genuine people that have got the town at heart. So how can the council get together to work to involve more? Couldn't you advertise and have an open meeting? I mean, because to be honest, I've been to council meetings and there's a bit in there where you can talk to the council for 15 minutes. Me, I need more than 15 minutes, as you'd appreciate. And you would, right? So why can't that be altered?
The answer is, I don't know.
It's fair answer.
But what I do know is, right, everybody's got an opportunity. And when I started, I actually went to council meetings from 2006 onwards as a member of the public in the Old Town Hall. And I was the only person there.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't disagree.
Right?
Yeah.
And that carried on for a number of years. But as things happening in Whittlesea becomes more relevant, more prominent, more in the open field, we have a lot more people attending town council meetings. Either to talk in their public forum or to listen to the debate that's going on, okay? Now, only recently you could say something at the public forum and we're not obliged to give you an answer then and there, okay? And most of the time, 99, you never did get an answer. But now we've got a new system in place now where if you bring up a subject of that thing, they are obliged, I say they, the mayor or the leader are obliged to answer that person's issue, problem, question within 4 or 6 weeks. I forget what the time is.
I use freedom of information, right, which everybody else could do.
Yeah.
And you get 20 days.
Yeah.
And if it don't come to 20 days, you then go to Fenland.
Yeah.
And if it don't get sorted at Fenland, you go to the Ombudsman.
Yeah. But you shouldn't have to do that, should you?
No, it should be here.
You should. I mean, here we are talking. You should be able to talk to people and get,
But we're still getting away from that original question. How do you think we could, or you as a council, the whole of you?
Yeah.
I know you've got your views, but to involve more general public
But the question back to you, Matt, is do the public want that? You know, because we have council surgeries, one yesterday. Now, I understand there was quite a few people there yesterday. I don't know. We were at another event. It's only the feedback that I've had, okay? Sometimes we do council surgeries, like police surgeries, nobody turns up. It's well advertised. It's advertised on social media,
Well, no,
you know?
yeah, you say it's well advertised, right? But where?
Well, it's advertised on the Whittlesey Town Council website. It's advertised on various Facebook and Twitter platforms. It's advertised on my website. So
Is there a site?
and it's
No
advertised
need
in
to
the
raise your voice. Keep your voice down.
It's advertised on the magazines.
Yeah,
that
but
get delivered.
There's that.
So
But hang on, you've got a notice board.
yeah,
Is that on there?
yep. It's on there. It's on the website, and it's in them. You know, those magazines go to 8,000 properties. Okay, so it is well advertised.
Not all of them because they don't come in.
Well, I don't know. But
Well,
it goes to 8,000 properties.
Yeah.
So it is well advertised, and I've done council search. Listen, Matt, if I had the time and resources, I'd have my own office in Whittlesea that would be open to public. But funding, money, that sort of thing, and I'm not in that hierarchy position to do that. And who would man it when I'm not here? Okay, so we have the office.
Well, don't go that way with me because you're not at council meeting 6 months of the year.
No. Well, I wouldn't say 6 months.
Well, I can if you want me to go and get you the files.
But just because I'm not there doesn't mean I don't watch, listen, or have people there on my behalf.
No, by proxy.
Okay. So one of the things is I'm 75 this year.
Yeah.
I've not been very well, and I need my holiday and break. Okay. This is me personally. But I take all my toys with me. 2 laptops, 2 tablets, and 2 mobile phones.
Is there a way of putting that in place on the next time that you're away for 6 months, say?
No, I'm not away for 6 months at a time.
On this, it's 6 months altogether.
No.
But
if I was away for 6 months, I'd be debarred from the council.
you can't say that because your man, who's my councillor, my ward councillor, has been missing.
If he hasn't been to a meeting
For-
at 6 months, he's put himself in jeopardy.
Do you want me to go and get you the paperwork?
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked at it much. So I don't. But I'm never away for 6 months.
No, all right.
Not in
well,
one,
you
not
say
in one
that.
go. I go away for the winters. But I take all my toys with me. I tell you now, unequivocally, you send me an email and I'll answer it.
All right, then. So can that be put into the next loader if you're doing that all the time? Can that say that you're still representing? I'm not saying that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Can you get that seen to then? So that's put
because
in.
what I'm saying is, as COVID proved, when we didn't, we had never had any meetings. Okay, we were very detached from people, but we still, some of us, okay, website, contactable. We still had that contact with people that wanted contact. Now, that is the odd occasion where I can't sort it out.
There is. I'm not saying that you don't, Roy, but what you're saying is you're saying some of us, right?
Yes.
14 people on the council.
Yeah, I can't speak for them.
No, but what you're saying is that some of us on the council done everything. But there's those other some that done nothing.
Yes. They've done absolutely nothing. But they may claim, they have done something.
Yeah, but they've done absolutely, and I appreciate you standing up for that. But we're going to jump off of that now. We're going to play you a second.
A bit of music, please.
Yeah, all right. So